I'd say that so far, I've been pretty satisfied with the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass. Not only have we gotten some all-time classics making a comeback, but just having new Mario Kart content at all has been awesome, to say the least. But now, we're approaching the latter half of the DLC with Wave 4. I wouldn't say I'm as excited for this as Wave 3, but this still looks amazing. We've got another great handful of tour tracks, we're finally getting a Double Dash track, as well as Birdo from Double Dash, which I wasn't expecting, and I'm especially excited for the brand new track based on Yoshi's Island. If you're new to this channel, I started a series last year where every time a new wave was announced, I would rank every original version of the tracks to see how they compare to the remakes. So today, it's time we continue that journey and rank every original Wave 4 track from worst to best. The only track that won't be included is Yoshi's Island since it's brand new. So without further ado, let's go! At number 7, we have Riverside Park from Mario Kart Super Circuit. This is one of the first tracks you play in Super Circuit, so don't be surprised it's this low on the list. You drive through a very swampy park that honestly looks more like a jungle than a park. I really like how the course looks visually with the giant trees and the faint orange sky in the background. There's a few interesting track elements like some ramps and piles of dirt, and you've got the giant river in the middle that you need to watch out for. I don't really know what else to say. Riverside Park isn't the worst Super Circuit track, but there's just nothing memorable about it. However, just like the other GBA tracks, this course will be getting the special treatment in Wave 4, so maybe it won't be dead last when it releases next week. I highly doubt it, but who knows? At number 6, we have Amsterdam Drift from Mario Kart Tour. Weirdly enough, this is one of the more forgettable tracks to come from the mobile game. It's not bad, not at all, but nothing really sticks out. It starts off pretty basic with you traveling through a small section of the city, but then you get this really cool part where you glide past these windmills and into this prairie with monimals roaming around. Then, the final section has you hopping through this cruise ship and driving past some cable cars. I didn't realize how basic this track was until I really analyzed it. I know other variants of Amsterdam Drift get a little more interesting, with you going underwater and through these giant patches of flowers, but since I'm just ranking the original versions, this one comes off as incredibly lame. Though I am still excited for this track to come back so I can see all the variants combined into one, so look forward to that in 8 Deluxe. At number 5, we have Mario Circuit from Mario Kart DS. Mario Circuits aren't usually the most memorable tracks in any Mario Kart game, but this is definitely one of the best interpretations. It's a fairly long track, but that means quite a bit of stuff can be seen while you race. You've got some Goombas walking around in the beginning, piranha plants spitting fireballs, and even some cool visual details like Peach's castle in the background. It's another simple track, but it's just really enjoyable to go through. I personally would have picked other Mario circuits that are a bit more interesting than this one, but it's still a decent enough track with plenty of fun to be had. At number 4, we have Singapore Speedway from Mario Kart Tour. If I had to describe this track, this would be like if you combined New York Minute and Vancouver Velocity into one track. I absolutely love the neon lights coming off the buildings. It kind of adds a sense of magic, which makes racing that more exciting. As for the track itself, the only real interesting thing that happens is that you'll take this cannon up into the sky, where you'll land on this rooftop pool with some Goombas hanging around. And finally, you'll glide through these rings and over a soccer field before returning to the starting line. Singapore Speedway is similar to Amsterdam Drift in the sense that it doesn't really get good until you look at the other variants, which have way cooler stuff happening in them, but this is still a solid track that's fun to replay whenever it shows up. At number 3, we have Bangkok Rush from Mario Kart Tour. This isn't my favorite city track in the series, but my god, it's still such a great experience. Once again, the track looks incredible. The orange color palette helps create a calm yet energetic feeling. Despite being the first version of the track, there's actually a lot that happens to help it stand out. You'll zoom through a shallow river with boats to trick off, in a marketplace where you can drive on the roof, and underneath a train rail with black piranha plants spitting ink onto the track. Also, this has nothing to do with the track itself, but I just love this pink elephant guy just chilling over here. The only thing I'm not a big fan of is the music. Something about it just sounds off, but other than that, this is an excellent tour track, and I can't wait to see the full thing in 8 Deluxe. At number 2, we have Waluigi Stadium from Mario Kart Double Dash. It's about damn time we got a GameCube track in the DLC. Waluigi Stadium, to this day, remains the best stadium course in the entire series. The best way I can describe it is pure craziness. The stadium feeling is nailed perfectly with the huge audience circling the arena, and even the billboard showing you racing. There's tons of sharp turns, giant ramps to get some serious airtime, and you've even got a few obstacles like fire bars and those fake piranha plants. Like I said, racing here is just craziness the whole way through. And with Waluigi Stadium joining 8 Deluxe, we now have both Waluigi tracks in the same game. Now that is pretty epic. And at number 1, we have DK Summit from Mario Kart Wii. I was honestly expecting Waluigi Stadium to be number 1, but after replaying both of them, I think DK Summit outdoes it by just a little bit. We've seen a handful of mountain tracks in the Mario Kart series, but very few live up to the level of extreme as this one. The beginning of the track has you shot up to the top of the mountain, and after that, there's nowhere to go but down. There's a bunch of things to trick off like bumps, ramps, and half pipes. You've got thick patches of snow and large pits of death you need to watch out for, and you gotta love this section with the snowboarding Shy Guys. Those dudes should be in the Olympics. It may not be the most iconic track from Mario Kart Wii, but the level of intensity you feel when racing here makes DK Summit so much fun, and that's why it's the track I'm most looking forward to in Wave 4. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please let me know down in the comments which one of these tracks you're most excited to see return in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and whether or not you agree with my choices. Also, make sure to leave a like on this video, and subscribe to my channel with notifications on, so you'll know when I post more videos like this. Have a great day, stay safe out there, and I will see you in the next one.